com. I said they were a team, the United Way team for this year's campaign and the team leadership. In the studio with us this morning once more, as we welcome Aaron Ludwig, Rob Heinrich, and Joe Fishell into the studio once more. Our visit this morning presented by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm, best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row, and the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. So the campaign is still going on. There are still big events to happen. And gentlemen, good morning to all of you.
Good morning, Todd. Happy New Year.
It's good to have you with us as we talk about what's to happen next and what has happened so far. Aaron, this has been quite the year. I mean, you guys are
It went by in a blink of an eye, though. I can't believe we're already to the new year, 2026.
Yeah.
You know, on the road to April, to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree. Seems like only yesterday we were sitting in the dunk tank, so to speak.
I was literally in a dunk tank. Thank you, Rob. The pitch heard round the internet.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to be in a dunk tank right at this moment, though. Thankfully, the year progresses and other events come in. What'd you say there, Rob?
We'll do it for 200,000.
Bring back the dunk tank.
If anybody takes you up on that, you actually would. I mean,
100%.
But Todd, the exciting thing is at this point in the campaign, we're at 68% of our goal, and we need a lot of help to get to 100%. Our goal is 724-211 for a reason. We talk about what that means and the impact that makes in Indiana County, and the United Way of Indiana County, along with our community partners, do great things, and that's what the money goes for. Yeah. And so we need to help to get us over that line, through the finish line, and we've got a lot of great things coming up in the next couple of months.
Yeah, and when we talk about a team, and you guys being in the leadership of that team, we're talking about a number of people who do a number of different things in order to help the United Way raise funds. Rob, as we were talking last hour, we were discussing Indiana High and everything that happens there. In the course of a year, the very many fundraising opportunities that the school does. It's that way with United Way, too. You've got people that come from all different angles and approach that number and do so with a really strong, eager desire to get it done.
Absolutely. If you look at the fundraisers the United Way has been part of, it's actually really a community event. You look at Turkeython and all the people that come out and do the little fundraisers and things for that. You look at the Super Bowl coming up on February 9th and how different businesses donate the soup, and we have volunteers that come and get that, make sure that the soup gets to the community, the pancake breakfast. Luigi's Days coming up next week are a great example of that, where a local business, thank you to the Tate family, step up and say, hey, come to Luigi's, have a nice meal, and we are going to donate the profits to the United Way. So from the high school kids having a T-shirt sell to the Luigi Days, it really does take a community. Everybody here steps up to help.
All right. Well, you said Super Bowl, and we talked about Eisenhower Elementary in our last hour, and that's a part of the big change with Super Bowl this year is people get a chance to see Eisenhower Elementary.
It is. If you have not seen Eisenhower yet, and you want to, and you like soup, and you like the United Way, you should come on February 9th. To Eisenhower Elementary. You can get a bowl of soup, some bread, beverage. We're even having cinnamon rolls this year, donated by Chartwells. Thank you very much. And you can sit in the Eisenhower, and I'll even make sure that someone gives you a brief little tour of the facility to make sure that you get to check it out.
There you go. There you go, Joe. So that is going to be on the 9th.
That is February 9th. Now, January 14th through the 18th, we have Luigi's Days. And Luigi's Restaurant out there in Clymer does this every year. As Rob mentioned, the Tate family is so generous. We actually had our staff Christmas party at Luigi's, and I have to tell you, as far as I'm concerned, it was my first time there. That is top tier. I mean, it really is a dining experience. And I went home and I said to my wife, I went to a restaurant today that made me feel like I was in my grandfather's kitchen behind the shoemaker shop, right? The smells, the experience, the manja. The owner come out and he puts his hand on your shoulder, make sure that everything's good. So if you go to Luigi's between January 14th and the 18th, a portion of those proceeds will come to the United Way. Again, can't thank the Tate family enough for how generous they are.
Yeah, yeah. No, he just made me recall the smell, Aaron.
Oh, and the bread's amazing, right? It hasn't
man.
changed since I was a little kid going there.
Oh man, it's something else. Now you've got me nostalgic.
Stuffed peppers.
yeah.
I just
Isn't
kept
that what
thinking
it's
of the
all
stuffed
about?
peppers. They're so good.
Is that what it is
That's
for you?
my favorite thing there. What's yours?
There's stuffed pepper. For me, it's always lasagna.
Lasagna. That's a good one too.
I can't get away from lasagna.
As
no
I
matter
get
what
older,
Italian
though, I
place
try
I'm
to
in.
stay away from the pastas. I still want to eat there, though.
Oh, I try to stay away. There's trying to stay away, and then there's actually
that's
staying
true,
away. Those are
right.
two different things. Aaron, there's something else coming up that is a big event. The gala is on the way.
Yes, we're still hard at planning. Actually, we were out there discussing certain surprises, maybe some guests. We still don't have an exact date on that yet, but it's going to be early March. And yeah, stay tuned for details. We're
Yeah.
excited about it.
Yeah, something that big, I would imagine you're going to come up with all of those details pretty quickly because we've got to get tickets out there and get them sold.
Don't give us anxiety.
Sir,
Yeah.
we're little.
What's going on with you guys?
Well, you know,
18 after 9.
an event of this magnitude takes a long time to plan.
We're still recovering from New Year.
But the gala is another of the big events planned. The Super Bowl, the Luigi's Days, some of these things, they become traditions of the United Way campaign.
Yeah, and the gala is a recent tradition, I believe. It's only maybe 3 or 4 years old.
I think this will be our third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, you said a part of the goal is those last three numbers, 211. The 211 system that began here in Indiana a couple of years ago was part of Chuck Spadafor's initiative with the United Way of Indiana County, and it's so good. And I don't think people realize until we heard some of the numbers from you gentlemen earlier in the campaign how many people use the 211 system.
Yeah, Todd, let me give you some data here. Just from November 1st of this year till yesterday, there were over 700 referrals through 211. Most of them were for help with heating oil and electric bills. With the government shutdown and all of that, a program called LIHEAP was delayed through December 5th, and it really put some people in a tough spot. So the United Way through 211 and our generous supporters have really been trying to make an impact and help those folks out with that. I tell people that 211 allows you to help others, right? So if you have a neighbor down the street, if you have a friend, a nephew, a niece who's just having some troubles, some issues, we can equip you to help them by just those three little numbers, 211. Have them call 211 if they need help with putting food on the table, heating their house, if they're having some issues with depression, if they're suicidal. 211 can help folks who need help doing their taxes, which we know can be very daunting this time of the year. So it's an amazing resource. And again, we can equip you to help others just by reminding you of those three little numbers, 211.
Yeah. And they're an important part of the goal for the United Way campaign. All of these different things.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. 724-211 is Indiana County 211. It's people helping people. It's strength and unity. It all ties together. This is what the United Way fundraising is all about, is to make sure that we can help our neighbors in need. Those 700 referrals that Joe talked about, that's just Indiana County.
Yeah.
That's just Indiana County. So you want to help your neighbor, this is the way you can do it.
Of course, if you raise $724,212, you'll take that extra buck too.
We'll take it. Yeah. And Todd, we have to give a shout out to our corporate sponsors. We have amazing, generous donors, and we have unbelievable corporate sponsors. So a big shout out goes to Wood Chevrolet, B&C Meter, CGN CPA, Indiana Regional Medical Center, Krebs United Publication, First Commonwealth, Good and Associates, Indiana Gazette, Indiana Printing and Publishing, InFirst Bank, Kosninski Insurance, the Rischini Group, Robindale Energy, Romeo's Pizzeria and Mediterranean Kitchen, Rosebud Mining, S&T Bank, Sheets, Smith, Lewis, Chess and Company, UPMC, Haverhill, Buell, Rice and Bell, Marcus and Mack, Renda Media, you guys have been fantastic. Frick and Ketro Insurance Agency, and Gibson Thomas Engineering. Thank you so much to our amazing corporate sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing a fabulous job. So are you fellows and everybody else involved with the United Way. You know, the staff at the United Way offices, they deserve a big round of applause, too.
I would agree. Carolyn, Michelle, Kayla are always ready to help. They're working very hard to get ready for Super Bowl and for the gala, and they're just a tremendous group of individuals that want to do good work in Indiana County.
Yeah. Now, Super Bowl has had a number of different formats down through the years. So this year's format, can people order soup ahead of time?
Yes, you get all that information on our website.
Okay. All right. Easy to do. Just go to the United Way website.
Correct. And it can be delivered or it can be eaten in-house or pick up and take out. So there's a variety of ways that you can enjoy the soup.
There you go. There you go. Well, gentlemen, it's a great time of the year. You get to the month of January. I like January because January is a fresh start, and fresh starts are always good. And a fresh look at events such as this. You guys have been working so hard on the United Way campaign for this year, and we wish you a continued success. Let's get it done.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Tom.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com, 924. On your Tuesday morning, AccuWeather says on the way to 51 degrees today with a chance of some afternoon rain. We did hear more sirens going by. That was an ambulance heading past our studios here at 9th and Philadelphia Streets in downtown Indiana. Indiana County 911 does not indicate an emergency sort of situation there. So the roadways appear to still be clear. And no problems out there. It's Indiana in the morning. Westwood One Sports next, brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.